Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm so excited for you all to be here today. We are making a super fun and festive 4th of July dessert. We're making red, white, and blue cookie dough balls, or affectionately known as Oreo balls. They're gonna be the perfect sweet treat to bring along to any outdoor picnics, 4th of July barbecue, any kind of party that you have coming up for the holiday. And I can't wait to show you how fun and easy and quick these are to make. So let's go ahead and get started. You're gonna add 1 package of Golden Oreos to a food processor. Place the lid on and begin to pulse. You're gonna want these to become a really fine Oreo crumb crust texture. You'll know this is done when there's no visibly large chunks of cookie left. At that point, just go ahead and pour this into a bowl, and you're gonna add in 1 block of softened cream cheese and a pinch of salt. Now you're gonna wanna make sure that cream cheese is softened at room temperature. Otherwise, it's gonna be really hard to start stirring this mixture together. All you need is a wooden spoon or a spatula and start stirring this mixture together. I actually prefer putting on some kitchen gloves and just using my hands to do it. I find it a lot easier and quicker to mix it together, but use whatever you have or whatever is easiest for you. This is a very thick and sticky dough, and so you'll know it's done when there's no visible large cookie chunks or chunks of cream cheese, and it's all just one smooth, big, glorious ball of dough. After this, go ahead and line a baking sheet with parchment paper, and you're gonna use your regular cookie scoop to scoop out the balls, which you're gonna get around 20 Oreo balls with this recipe. After they've all been scooped, I just like to take them in my hand and roll them around just to make sure that the edges are all nice and smooth and it's an even round ball. From here, you're gonna place them in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes just to let them firm up and chill, which will make them easier to dip here in a little while. While those are in the freezer, we're gonna go ahead and get our double broiler prepped. We're gonna be using a double broiler method to melt the white chocolate chips. I find this the best and easiest way to do this process, especially with white chocolate. If you were to melt this in the microwave, it burns really, really easily, and it can even separate. So by doing it low and slow over a double boiler, this is gonna ensure that the white chocolate is gonna melt really smooth and evenly. So you're gonna take a pot and fill it about half to a quarter of the way full with water, place it on the stove, and turn it on medium-low heat. This water doesn't need to be at a rapid boil or anything, just at a low simmer to where it's giving off some steam and heat onto the bottom of the bowl. Then you're gonna add 1 bag of white chocolate chips to a large heat-proof bowl. I just like to use my glass mixing bowls, and you wanna make sure that the bowl is big enough to actually sit on top of the pot. While the water simmers, the steam and the heat from that is gonna rise up, hit the bottom of the bowl, and then slowly melt the white chocolate nice and evenly. This whole process is probably gonna take 10 to 15 minutes, which is the perfect time for the Oreo balls to chill in the freezer. Every couple minutes, just take a spatula and stir to help everything get melted nice and evenly. And once all the chocolate chips are melted, you'll get this nice, smooth, luscious, rich white chocolate melted mixture. It's just foolproof and easy in perfection. Remove the Oreo balls from the freezer and place it right next to the stove. We're gonna leave the double boiler on for this whole process to keep the white chocolate heated and melted and smooth. Because the Oreo balls have been in the freezer, once you dip them and place them back on the tray, dry and harden up really quickly since they're cool. So I just like to take 1 ball, drop it right into the white chocolate, and just using a fork, turn it around a couple times to make sure all the sides are evenly coated, and then pick it up with the fork from the bottom, shake it off to get all the drips off a little bit, and place it back on the cooking sheet. So once you've placed it back on the cookie sheet, I like to go ahead and put the sprinkles on top so that it sticks to the melted white chocolate. If you do this after the chocolate is cool, the sprinkles have nothing to stick to and they will just slide right on off. So make sure you do the sprinkles immediately after you put them on the cookie sheet. You can do these one at a time, dip it, put it back on the cookie sheet, put the sprinkles back on. I would do no more than 3 or 4 at a time because the white chocolate does harden pretty quickly. Today we are using red, white, and blue star sprinkles, which are perfect for the 4th of July occasion. You can use any red, white, or blue sprinkle that you can find, or if you're not making this around the 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day, you can use any color for any occasion that you want. Once you've dipped all the cookie dough balls and sprinkled them with the sprinkles, pop them back in the freezer for about 10 minutes just to help them harden and solidify and firm up completely. After that, that's it. You're ready to eat. Put them on the platter and they can be enjoyed immediately. These are great served cold, chilled, frozen, or at room temperature. These are perfect bite-sized pieces of rich, sweet goodness, and I know that they're gonna be the perfect fun, handheld bite-sized addition to any 4th of July picnic, outdoor barbecue, pool party, anything that you have going on. For the full recipe, head on over to fuelingasouthernsoul.com. You'll find it all there, plus many more ideas for 4th of July foods. Thanks so much for following along today and being in my kitchen. I can't wait to talk to you all later, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.